What's the Bitcoin update?
Fuck off. New crypto profits and updates after the Bitcoin ETF has been launched a couple of days ago. What is the market doing? What is the market not doing? Why is Bitcoin not moving? Many people expected a god candle, a candle that makes about 10, 15, 20% whatsoever. And it was kind of unpredicted to see that basically nothing happens. Just nothing happens really.
ETF was a scam. All the money is gone.
But what you guys need to understand is what we're going to check out on the charts right now. So what we have in front of us is the total market volume of Bitcoin, which I said that before in the last update, Bitcoin is going to push up, finish the sequence and then come back down, which we nearly finished. It is a kind of finished, like it's not perfectly finished, but it's a K system tells us, this K system, that this is a finished sequence. And now our re-entry would be the whole correction level of the sequence that we are focusing over here, which is still the open level of a correction in the crypto market. Don't forget that this is the total market cap, okay? 28% sitting currently at 1.669 trillion US dollars. So market cap volume, nothing is really coming in, right? After the approval of the Bitcoin ETF, which was kind of funny to watch. I was sitting there live streaming. If you want to check out the live stream, it's on the channel on live streams on the playlist, and nothing really happened, right? The ETF was launched, the SEC deleted the document, it came back. Before that, an exchange listed, they're gonna accept the Bitcoin ETF starting from tomorrow. People can invest into the Bitcoin ETF. Then it was deleted again. So a lot of kind of funny things that happened, and a whole mess. I know that the FBI is checking out who really hacked the Twitter account of the SEC, and one a day before the official launch of the ETF tweeted out that it is approved. And then also there is some rumors of the market watchers and the market overview institutions to actually look into the SEC because of market manipulation, because of the tweets and so on. So it's like a whole shit show kinda, but at the end of the day for us it doesn't really matter. The fundamentals are important, but we are more on the technical side. We are more on the on chart right now. What is the market doing? What is price doing? And all the fundamentals don't really matter. We still on the chart technical side, we still need to go down. We don't need to, but it would be beautiful to see a correction, and that is still the price that I'm looking Bitcoin to do, is kind of this thing, and then pull up with the market really like starting to pump. We coming near to the halving in probably April, and also really like everything settling and big players like watching the markets. Normally it's buying the rumors and selling the news, right? Means when there's a rumor up to the Bitcoin ETF, we saw a push going up, which is basically this one, which we said we're going to finish the sequence, and that is because we have the rumor, right? The rumor of the Bitcoin ETF is mostly what pushes the price, and then many times the news, the Bitcoin ETF coming out, normally is that the price decreases, price goes down, and that's what we're seeing a little bit, right? Bitcoin reacted positively, but it was already priced in, and what we mean by priced in is that the anticipation for the Bitcoin ETF pushed the price, and we're going to switch over to Bitcoin right now, and then you guys understand what I mean. So at the current view, this red line marks the launch of the Bitcoin ETF. As you can see right now, I got stopped out in my position just now. Bitcoin is now moving, right? Which the whole day nothing really happened. Bitcoin is moving into our entry zone again, so we could take another buy, but all of this happened over here. So this is the current chart of Bitcoin. We have over here the red line marks the Bitcoin approval. We have an up push. The day before this candle over here and the push down again was the SEC manipulation. Basically, we call it SEC manipulation, but the hack and the pre-dated basically news that the Bitcoin ETF will launch, and then they obviously deleted it, said they were hacked. So that fluctuated price obviously a lot, up a little, or like up and then back down again. But yeah, Bitcoin in this sense is very uninteresting. Like nothing is really happening. It's still very risky to enter the market. We are, since Bitcoin approval and before Bitcoin approval, we entered a buy trade over here, which our system told us. I didn't want to enter the trade on the fundamental side, but with our system giving us an entry, which made us some profit. I took my trade on break even, so it made us about more than 10% profit. I didn't close. I took the risk for Bitcoin to go higher, put my position into break even, right? And now we got stopped out. So now would be another normal re-entry. So just right now, I would just right now I would re-enter the market as my system tells me to do. For this, I would take the whole sequence, would re-enter in the whole correction level, and this one would be my targets. Okay, that would be the normal entry, which I'm also going to enter right after this video. Okay, just so you guys see, this is not an financial advice. This is not you should enter the trade. That's what I am doing, right? You trade on your own risk, but right now I would enter. Also, we are touching the EMA 200H4 chart, which is this black line, which is exponential price average, and that looks very, very well, right? Still, again, I want Bitcoin to come down back to 31,000 because at the end of the day, we need this correction. We don't need it, but it would be nice to have this correction also with the total market cap analysis. That would be a decrease of price from currently down to about 26-30%. And then from there on, us building up buying pressure again, and really institutions coming in bigger and moving price up. So from a technical standpoint, I'm still looking for price to come down. My system tells me to buy, so I'm going to re-enter buy, which is risky. But at the end of the day, we have still all targets open. And for some people that thought, okay, something is... for some people that think something is wrong, or thought that, you know, there should have been like a big candle and the ETF failed and whatsoever. Not really, because what I did is to teach my team in the last team calls, I went back to gold, right? I went back to gold and I checked when was the launch of the gold ETF, right? And I want to show you guys and go back into the gold ETF launch in 2003. Currently we are here in gold in a buying position, which is running a profit very well, but I want to go back to 2003 with you guys, which is this blue line over here. Okay, so this one is when the gold ETF was launched. This one is when the gold ETF was launched, and as you can see afterwards, we had an insane increase in the gold ETF from back then, entry somewhere over here until top in more than 9 years, from 2003 until 2012, like 8 years, of 457%. Gold is just a better version, Bitcoin is just a better version of gold. So what happened actually, if we zoom in to 2003 when the ETF was launched, and what we can see over here is that we had the ETF launch in this candle, and then afterwards it started to drop. Okay, so after the launch, basically gold ETF started to drop at 8%, which is a lot in gold. Afterwards catched up, and then from there on we are building bullish buying pressure, right? So something smart would be to see where Bitcoin is going and then re-entering in this 50% correction of the last up move, so somewhere over here, and take this whole push, because normally dumb money sells, right? Smart money gets in, or basically smart money, so basically dumb money, right, which is retail traders, people that invest for the first time or think, oh my god, Bitcoin ETF, I need to buy, they are losing money, right? Because smart money pushes them down, buys at lower prices again, and then from there on the rally really starts when the smart money is in. Okay, still, all in all, the Bitcoin ETF is a monumental event for Bitcoin, and it's going to help us in the future to drive volume, which then also at the end of the day, as always, will fundamentally, but also on the technical side, tell us and also stabilize our positions that we are taking in Bitcoin, which is seeing Bitcoin going, and that's still the game plan, to $114,000, $115,000, which you can see over here. That's a price mark, right? $115,000 per Bitcoin, and then going even higher, right? Also, what you need to consider is how much money BlackRock, all of these big hedge funds, Grayscale, manage, and if there is some part of the volume which will obviously come in and will be redirected in the next couple of months and years into the ETF, because it's just a way easier way to sell it. Imagine you work on the Wall Street. Hey, we have this new Bitcoin ETF. You like gold, you are invested in gold. This one is way smarter. It's digital and you can move it wherever you want. It's way more secure, right? So that's basically the pitch. And then we have an easy 4x, not only on the total market volume, which we're going to do a 4x, but then also on Bitcoin, which then means price x 43,000 US dollars per Bitcoin is about $115,000. So on the fundamental side, we are ready to go to over 100,000. On the technical side, we are more than ready to go to 100,000. I will give you a cleaner chart picture over here, which is this one here. This is the cleanest, and our target of currently, I need to correct this one over here, of currently 120,000, somewhere in between 115,000 and 120,000 is our target at the end of the day for a Bitcoin, definitely over 100,000 US dollars, which again is not a guarantee. I'm just representing and showing you what our systems tell us. And what the system is telling us over here is exactly what I just said. Okay, just reconfirmed. And we are still very early in, right? So over here, as you can see, is when the ETF launched. So we are currently pricing over here. And again, I would love for Bitcoin to see a correction somewhere over here to come basically back to these $31,000 mark, and from there on we would rebuy, open our buy positions and really let them ride, and that's the game plan for now. So these are the main updates on the crypto market right now. That's what we are looking for. When it comes to investing into the ETF and stuff like that, obviously we focus more on holding Bitcoin ourselves. If you are planning to buy and go into the ETFs, you can do that with Grayscale, you can do that with BlackRock and so ever. I think Grayscale for normal and especially people that watch this video would be the easiest way, also due to Grayscale, and I would show Grayscale that loyalty, me personally, were the ones, and they are the reason why we today have the Bitcoin ETF. And yeah, I mean, respect where respect is due. And obviously if you already have portfolios with BlackRock or whatever, then obviously take the house and go with them. But at the end of the day, that is my opinion. Okay, we're gonna talk about that in the future. Just wanted to give you a price update. We are still focused on the same things, and compared to gold, we compared it to gold, to the ETF. And also I want to show you something from Fred, which is someone that I very much listen to. Don't judge this BTC IPO, right, too quickly. GLD launched in November 2004 at 45 and spent 1 year going nowhere and hit 180 in 2011. Facebook IPO in May 2012 at 38, traded down to 20 and took 3 months to get back to 38, and currently it is at 374. Okay, Google IPO, and there's so many examples, but just so you understand, Google IPO D in March 2014, 28, and was flat for 1 year. It's currently at 144. Okay, so these are price increases of 4, 5, 6, 7x on these stocks on the initial public offerings, and it just shows us again that, you know, nothing is going wrong. If you have and that's what we said most of the time. I would have predicted, and that's what I said, that we're gonna have a stronger drop, which we didn't. There's still not so much volume, there's nothing really going on, and obviously, yeah, I mean, that is kind of what no one expected, okay? But I think that shows us that the market became way smarter. There's still a lot of volume missing, and people just became smarter. I think investors became smarter and kind of understood, hey, you know, when these news come out, then you should sell or maybe not do anything, and we should buy the rumor. Now, what happened actually, which is kind of interesting, is that Ethereum started to push a lot, okay? So Ethereum, with probably the anticipation of Ethereum coming out, or the Ethereum ETF coming out, which Gary Gensler, the SEC head, doesn't really say anything about. He doesn't say that the Bitcoin ETF means that an Ethereum ETF and stuff is gonna come out on the official statement that he did, right? But still, Bitcoin stayed pretty much the same after the ETF launch. Ethereum started to basically rally and do a 10%, a little bit more of that. I already entered very low at $1,600. My trading position somewhere over here, 1,600, and I rebought and re-entered somewhere over here, increased my position also on leverage. So this one is currently running, also looking forward to hit our target at currently 2,988 per Ethereum. We could still see, and it would be nice to see price coming back to these whole correction levels and then pushing up, gaining volume, and that's probably what is going to happen, because if you compare it to gold, that's what happened with gold. So at the end of the day, all is going as planned. We stay humble, we stay chilled, we wait for our systems to tell to enter if you have a system. If not, this is my system. You can obviously follow it if you want to. Again, there's no financial advice. And with that being said, guys, see you on the next one. Still the Bitcoin ETF for people that are maybe not happy about what happened and they would have wished there would have been more hype whatsoever. Don't underestimate, right? Don't underestimate. Most people overestimate in a short run, but underestimate what happens in a couple of months and years. So Bitcoin still has these targets, and that's what I wanted to say and tell you guys. If you have liked this video and you found value in it, make sure to support my camera team, my After Effects team, my whole creative direction team by giving them a like on this video and comments below. It's not for me, it's to respect their work. Let's get it.
You might think this guy is all day long on the charts, but the reason why he isn't, because his skill set is so high in trading that it only takes him an hour or two to properly do all of the analysis, set the trades and forget. Why? Because he's trading a proper trading system instead of looking at each candle and each movement. That's why this guy is just...
Nothing to do. It's a weekend for traders, bro. It's fucked as fuck. So we don't know what to do. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have to keep ourselves busy. That's why tomorrow I'm gonna go to a shooting training. And on Sunday we have a lot of Zoom calls. And now I'm getting the fuck out of here because it's cold.